to another episode in the world of the Planetary Persuader. I am KozMcKev, your host. This one is for August 14th, 2020. Now, looking at the sky today, we would find a kind of shrinking part of the moon in the constellation of Gemini. And the part of Gemini it's in is in a lunar mansion or nakshatra known as Mrigashira. And Mrigashira's ruling deity is Soma. So Soma is that nectar that we get, you know, when our emotions become sweet through meditation. And one of the good things about Mrigashira is it gives you courage because it's ruled by Mars, but there's also a wanderlust, and there's like an element of, it's the deer's head, and it's also kind of like the jackalope. Oh, I'm sneezing. What is a jackalope? You know, a jackalope is, they make this rabbit and they put horns on it, and so it's like Mrigashira is actually kind of like the jackalope. It's like the deer, and it's also like the rabbit. And I know there's other stories I've told about this, but there is this sort of like, oh, we have to wander around and search for new grounds. So, you know, it's kind of like this Vata Pitta thing is happening amidst this maybe Vata Kapha thing at the same time. And later on today, this evening, the moon will be in Ardra, which is ruled by Rudra, the god of storms. So I imagine if you're in the east or in the Rocky Mountain states or mountain states, you know, this could be a time of storm or storm energy anywhere, especially in the tropics or places that get mostly summer rain. There will be tirade rains in those regions. So, without any further ado, the only other thing I could say that's different is Mars is going to be in sidereal Aries. It's already in Aries in the tropical zodiac, but actually looking at it at a telescope in the sky, I think by Sunday, Mars is going into Aries. And without any further ado, let's go for it here, folks. Sign by sign, and beginning with you, Aries. Okay. So, greetings Aries, welcome to your horoscope. Well, we've got, you know, Sun is in Leo. Moon's in Cancer. That means we're going to eventually have a new moon this week, and I believe that happens on Wednesday the 19th. Or actually Tuesday the 18th at 10:42 p.m. So Tuesday the 18th. Well, no, not 10:42. See, I'm all over the place here, folks. So look at it again. Okay, new moon, Tuesday, 10:38 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So, or actually it goes void of course then at 7:42 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. The moon will be new, and it'll actually be, that new moon's going to be in the actual Leo constellation, in the lunar mansion of Maga, which is ruled by the south node of the moon, and it enhances our intuition, it calls on our ancestors, so it's a real time where you'll want to do ancestor work. And yeah, in the sidereal zodiac, the sun actually will be moving into your 6th house, which for most of you, it's like, what? Well, I mean, as you can see, it's getting closer to Virgo. Well, it's actually getting into sidereal Leo this week. So there's this extra charge, and it's that royal throne room of Maga. So you got Mars in the 1st house. What else you got going on? Mars is is slowing down, and Mars is also in moving into the sidereal area. So like Sun and Mars are trying. They're in a good relationship. Even as Mars slows down a bit. Uranus goes retrograde this week in your 2nd house. So there's going to be some weird social event or something that's going to affect your money. There's going to be some kind of stock market fluctuation or something. And I mean, you're going to continue to have a lot of work issues involving career. And yeah, having a prayer life, having a meditation life, this cannot hurt at this time, right? Trust me on that. Greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, Taurus tends to always be in like this meditative state. It's like, oh, I'm happy in the garden. I'm happy digging up the weeds, making sure I have some kind of fruit growing, and taking care of what they have. You know, because that's the key phrase of Taurus is I have. So you've got Uranus in the first house. And for those of you born the first week of May, you're starting to feel it. It's like things are kind of weird and different, and I don't know. Anything could happen, anything could explode. Now it's going retrograde, so it's like some of that crazy, wacky energy you've been enjoying, you're kind of internalizing. And it's like, oh God, what is the purpose of all of this? You know, you have to ask yourself. So, Moon's in the third house this week. We have a new moon in your fourth house, along with Mercury and Sun. So a lot of new changes in your home life. So I'd be looking at that, looking at changes in the home life. Well, greetings, Gemini, and welcome to your horoscope. So, you know, Venus left you last week. And now it's in your second house. And there's money to be made, but it's easy to spend it. And so one thing I would say for you this weekend, since Moon's going to be in the second house all weekend, is just be careful how and where you spend your money. Now come Tuesday night, we've got a new moon, and this new moon relates to your third house of communication, siblings, lifelong friends, people, your neighbors, your environment. All of these things are up for renewal this week. And you can lead the charge and take on some of that renewing energy. And Mercury with the Sun, you're doing some really good writing, some really good thinking at this point. And so it's important to allow yourself to have that type of experience. Time for it. And hello, Cancer. Welcome to your horoscope. So, I mean, Venus in the first house is enhancing your appearance. It's helping you be more relaxed, more calm. You know things are being taken care of. Moon's in the first house this weekend. You know, Moon and Venus together. It's sort of like this. Basically, we're curious. We want romance, but we also want ease, and we have different ideas about things. Let's see. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, all in the first house. So, I mean, all in the seventh house, pardon me. So in the seventh house, it's about relationships. And they're in it for the long term. So what's making and breaking relationships, you know? What's making the relationship is Jupiter. What's breaking the relationship is Saturn. Maybe Saturn's the one who's keeping it together, though. You know, Saturn actually really likes the seventh house because Saturn likes Libra. So, I mean, in a lot of ways, this is good. You know, Jupiter's not like so sure what to do it, but let's have a good time in this partnership thing and hopefully have a more like spiritual, tantric kind of relationship. Okay, and then. What else can be said? Well, Mars, you know, I don't know if this is true in Western astrology as much. So it is true in Western astrology if you're more than 24 degrees Cancer and more than, or you know, 24 degrees or more Mars and Aries. But I have noticed, especially among Cancer rising women in the sidereal zodiac, Cancer Lagna we would call them, you know, and that would be more like 24 degrees, you know, Western Cancer to about 23 degrees Leo. That's the Cancer in the sky. That's the Cancer we go for back then. You people are going to have amazing careers right now. You run your own business well. Especially the women I've seen do this. So watch out. You're a force to be contended with. And this weekend's meant for you with the moon in Cancer. Okay. So greetings, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. So, I mean, you've been reigning as queens and kings of the zodiac now for a few weeks. And this week there's sort of like this shift in the energy. And we're entering into sidereal Leo as well as Western tropical Leo. So the heat is on, you know. This is like our... And this is also where we assume the royal throne room. You know, we've gone through our training. Now, here comes the big stuff. But we need help from other people. You know, part of the sky is about many servants. And we need other people to help us, and we have to respect them if we want to have good relationships with them. Appreciate them, even, you know, on top of respecting. And I think that is so key. And it's really, it's encouraging to see what's going on. You know, this is a week of renewal for Leo, and you've got intelligence, you've got kind of Mercury and Sun close together. So your soul and your mind are kind of at one right now. It's the most common combust planet, is Mercury. And then after that, probably be Venus. Or even the moon, you know, if you consider a new moon that way. Well, I mean, you're still struggling with these long-term health issues, and I mean, they might be getting better. And you have issues with pets, and issues with aunts and uncles sometimes, just lately. And then there's like a woman in your life that you have some kind of karma with, but maybe she's not always there for the best interest, or you're enjoying a sweet love affair and it's great and you're having a good time. Uranus in the 10th house, you know, going retrograde, so things are working a little different. Lots of difference happening right now. Mars and Leo in the 9th, maybe it's a good time for a vacation. I mean, you know, kids are online in school anyhow. I mean, I don't know. Alright. Heading on over into Virgo territory. Well, greetings Virgo, welcome to your horoscope. We're taking our time. You know, that's the important thing. Is like, and you know, this is the 12th house experience. So I mean, this is kind of like lay low. You know, there's going to be a major shift come the end of next weekend. But for now, this is a good weekend for you to get social support, you know, for yourself. And then I would say, go into the meditation closet, because you want to start that new moon on Tuesday with as pure a heart as possible. Unencumbered. You know, sometimes our goals, our possessions are nothing but burdens to us. And if this has been a time for loss for you somewhat, oh man, I just, you know, pray you just are able to release it and know that it's making room for more good. So we're here making room for more good. And you have a lot of friends in high places. But this is a time where your prayers are really effective and you're really in your heart. You know, you're like, I want to do the right thing right now. Next week, Mercury is going to go into Virgo. So, I mean, that's huge. And Saturn, or at Friday, you know, Saturn is going to be there with Pluto and Jupiter, actually kind of giving you a support, like, hey, let's be serious about matters of the heart. Let's stay there. And you're going through a certain amount of transformation. And there's going to be something uplifting come out of this. But it's like good time to lay low, do the spiritual work, So now we're in the land of Libra. So greetings, Libra. Uranus and Taurus go in retrograde. Well, you're making some progress there, you know, and you might have had an unusual life in regards to spirituality, sexuality, your views on death and birth. But the magic needs to be internalized. In relationship, you just have to be really diplomatic. In some ways, Mars in the 7th house is better for career. You might be moving towards career. But it can make you a sweetheart. Makes you fight the good fight. I mean, Leo time is social time, kind of like party time for Libras. So, I mean, a lot of Libras are really missing their festivals this summer, and I totally get you. A lot of us musicians are missing our festivals. A lot of us astrologers are missing our festivals, you know. And it looks like we've got Moon and Venus together in your midheaven this weekend. Love is the work. You know, that is, I think that's the message here. It's love is the work. And carry on and keep up the good work. Also pay attention to your dreams, because I think they're going to start sneaking in hidden messages to you pretty soon. Well, greetings Scorpio, and welcome to your horoscope. A water sign. Let me take a water break when you hit a water sign. So I think if you live in like a cooler climate, but you're trying to get in a little bit later vegetable garden, some of the root crops will do really good. You plant this weekend, because root crops in a waning moon period, it tends to be okay. So, you know, your carrots and beets and turnips, they're good right now. And radishes. So it's like, greetings Scorpio, welcome to your horoscope. I mean, this is the deal. Mars is in the 6th house, so it's time to physically get fit. Take care of yourself, get in shape, take care of your duties, be a good servant, be a good soldier. You're showing intelligence at the workplace, and you're showing leadership right now, and you're doing a pretty good job of it. Now Uranus going retrograde this weekend. This is, you know, I mean, this week Tuesday. I mean, it's in your 7th house, okay? And you have unusual ideas about sexuality and the politics of it anyhow. But things in that department could shift. And it's not always easy to know, I mean, what you're doing. And you know, to have a real sacred union requires a sacred attitude with each other. And even some of the good stuff could be a block to it. Purifying hearts, you know, coming in together with a pure heart, doing things with a pure heart. That's going to make the difference. Pluto, right there in your friend house, you know, friends, siblings, with Saturn and with Jupiter. So they're doing their thing. And you have to respect that. And long-term friendships mean more now than ever. Okay. Well, greetings Sagittarius, and welcome to your horoscope. Jupiter, Saturn in the 2nd house. You know, it's like getting a passive income that just keeps on coming. You know, Sagittarians are really good at strategizing these type of things. I mean, most of the planetary activity is in relationship houses. But then there's the money issues really big, and this weekend it sort of gets magnified. with the moon in Cancer, because that's in your 8th house. So there's like kind of this emotional, like, whoa, what is going on here? Am I in the right place at the right time? But you like Leo time, because Leo time makes you feel more like you. It transits your 9th house, so it's a sense of adventure, a sense of philosophy, education, spiritual education, foreign cultures, foreign languages, out of space, wherever it takes you, in the mind of Sagittarius. So allow that to hit you. Like, it's kind of like the guru's light is coming upon you in a good sense. If you're working on improving the relationship with your father, this is a great time to do it. I can't emphasize that enough. Especially with this new moon. That new moon is if you're seeking enlightenment right now, Sagittarius, that new moon is like, boom, initiation, bam, get into it. Alright. Okay, so, hello Capricorn, welcome to your horoscope. Yeah. Okay. I get that. Yeah, you gotta keep working on the long-term dream, the long-term picture. I mean, that's what, and you're getting insights about that. You know, Pluto gives insights. Very, very, very few people live a Pluto cycle, at least these days. I mean, Pluto cycle's 250 years or something. It's crazy. You think? Yeah. And now we have, it's kind of a romantic weekend with the moon and Venus together. La la. Even if it is kind of shrinking down, it's like, all's calming. I'm getting into my heart. This is okay. I'm going to feel good. And then, you know, the sun is in that 8th house. You know, maybe other people have the power, other people have the energy, but I'm okay. I'm going to come out of this okay. Well, what do you know? Well, greetings, Aquarius, and welcome to your horoscope. Well, let's see. We have the Sun and Mercury in the 7th house. And if you're wanting to change the weather in your relationship, man, now is the time. I see you people. There's some people in my life, they just shine so beautifully. I don't know how they do it. Every day they just get up with a grin. They're just giving love. They're the seed ambassadors of love, you know, planting seeds. And if it falls on the good ground, you know, the beautiful flowers are going to sprout up, and there's going to be all this joy all around. And you know, I want to be one of those people because it's so attractive. And sure, I know there's some of you out there, no, it's not, it's annoying. Oh, well, you know, there's always one of those, sour grapes. Well, you're going to be okay. I mean, this weekend you might do a lot of work, do some volunteer work, create some good karma, and like prepare for this new moon. Like, this new moon could rock your world to a better place. Now, Uranus going retrograde in the 4th house. This is going to be interesting for you. It's like, am I really comfortable with my home? Do I need to make some other change? What am I doing that I like? What am I doing that I don't like? It might be time for me to revamp this, re-look at this, and realize that I'm getting all this karma from Saturn in my 12th house, you know, and Uranus is sort of squaring me, and it's like, It's okay. It's going to be better. Greetings, Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope. Well, I mean, Jupiter is in your 11th house, so there's rewards. Other people will help you. If you're in trouble, ask for help, because they're going to help you. That's just the way it works right now. Neptune in the 1st house. You know, that higher love, that spiritual love, how do we do that? How do we take that to that place? And it's being able to see the love everywhere. It's being able to see in that murderous, horrible person that there once was a baby. Maybe that baby didn't get enough love. You know, and just go back into that place of, oh, I have so much compassion for that baby.
Hitler baby.
Okay. And I mean, well, I mean, even babies like baby Hitler, I mean, that was horrible. You know, and then we've got Stalin and Mao Zedong on both sides of that, so that was not too good either. But you know what? All of them needed love, I'll tell you that. That's just the truth. And it's horrible when we feed our less than perfect self. Now, what does Leo time do to Pisces? Well, it's a lot of work. Okay, it's 6th house. You have to get your health together. But you help serving others, you help uncles and aunts. This is a place also where you do your good karma. And that'll get rid of the negative effects of the 12th house. You have the remedy here, through service, through helping others, through donation. Yeah, you're going to elevate your karma, things are going to get better, all right? I had a good time with you this week. Can we do this again? Why don't we, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, if you would share this on your social media page, share it with a friend. And we'll do this again next week. Love your comments. Keep them coming. KozMcKev signing out.
Citizen Television.